and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task fordone. All with weary task fordone. This is strange. No one answers. Oberon! Oberon! I hear not your call. How now, spirit? Spirit? Fairy? They answer not. Perhaps Oberon wishes to punish me by sending me to this strange realm. This empty realm. Fairies, what is this mischief? When of mischief I am oft the cause. 'Tis certain they have fed me a potion so that I may not see or hear their place in this forest. This is strange, even for one such as me. Where are those cries and laughs that do normally attend? I am Puck, yes? Puck, you know me. You know my tricks and japes, the fun I bring to counter Oberon's stern command. I tease and pry giggles from the crowd. But what crowd? Where's it gone? Am I to live on dead air alone? Give me your hands. Give me your hands! That's my fee. I fly and twirl upon yon nodding daffodil. I skip just ahead of the snapping pike. When you pass beneath the ancient yew tree, see you not as I loll under the green and arching leaves. Give me your hands for the downy softness I bring your dreams. Give me your hands for the smiles I spill with showers of rainbows. Give me your hands, or else I die. Give me your hands. Alas, the world is dead.
You have never loved me. You have only thought it pleasant to be in love with me. It is perfectly true, Torvald. When I was at home with Papa, he told me his opinion about everything. And so I had the same opinions as him. And if I differed from him, I concealed the fact because he would not have liked it. He called me his doll child. And he played with me just as I used to play with my dolls. And when I came to live with you, I was simply transferred from Papa's hands into your hands. You arranged everything according to your own taste, so I had the same taste as yours, else I pretended to. I am really not quite sure which. I think sometimes the one, and sometimes the other. When I look back on it, it seems to me that I have been living here like a poor woman, just from hand to mouth. I have existed merely to perform tricks for you, Torvald, but you would have it so. You and Papa have committed a great sin against me. It is your fault that I have made nothing of my life. I have made nothing of my life. I have made nothing of my life. Where am I? What is this? Torvald? Emmy? Children? What is happening? This seems a place quiet, empty, dark. Am I dead? Is this hell? Purgatory, perhaps. But if purgatory, what am I to purge but the bitterness of a life wasted? Was it wasted? I feel faint. They've drugged me. Torvald and the doctor have drugged me. I'm unwell, they said. Mad. I'm not mad. Mad to live in a madhouse with him. How dare he? How dare these men keep us locked up? What is this? Suitcases. These are mine. But whose? Where is everyone? Has the world really been denuded? Or is this all in my mind, and I really am mad? To leave husband and children. My children. What future for my children in a world of such saccharine lies? What's this? There's something there, stirring. But who? Who am I? Now that I have stripped myself of all identity, the identity of mother, of wife, Carol, the few masks we women are allowed. Who am I? Here. Now.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep. No more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's a respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who'd bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love? The law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others we know not of? Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia. Ophelia? Where is thou? What is this place? I was a moment ago in Elsinore, my father's castle, but now Who goest? Show your face. None? The wind? Where are you all, my friends and countrymen? But no, this is Denmark, and neither friends nor countrymen dwell here. I call you heathens. What devils are you? Aye, yes, devils. That's more the truth. What is this cold, desolate place, bare and empty, shadows and drapes? Am I dead? Is that what chanced here? That before I could strike a blow for my father, I was myself struck down? Ophelia, my love, my heart, where are you now? Lost to me? No more? And Father, I knew you in the flesh, and then as a ghost, but now ghostly myself, I see you not. Where are you all? A stage? Yes, and seats. But nowhere. Nothing. No patrons here, gawking and entranced. No children picking pockets, munching apples. No peripated fellows. No noise. What dead place is this? Ophelia, heart, I'm lost.
just your part, but if you will pardon me, there are other parts than yours, his and hers. On the stage, you can have a character. What? On the stage, you can have a character becoming too prominent. Yes, on the stage, you can have a character overshadowing all the others. The thing is to pack them all into a neat little framework and then act what is actable. It's got to play, see? I am aware of the fact that everyone has his own interior life. That's a joke. Interior life, who's got time for that nowadays? Which he would very much like to put forward. The difficulty lies in this fact. Here we go. Where is everyone? The difficulty lies in this fact, to set out just so much as is necessary for the stage. The stage. See, that's what we're missing. That's the whole point. To present it all on a stage. Not here in this interminable rehearsal room. Taking the other characters into consideration. That's important. Listen to this. I will say it again. The difficulty lies in this fact, to set out just so much as is necessary for the stage while taking the other characters into consideration. Where on earth are they? And at the same time, hint at the unrevealed interior life. Oh, interior life, see? There it is again. Of each. I am willing to admit, my dear young lady, that from your point of view, it would be a fine idea if each character could tell the public all his troubles in a nice monologue or regular 1-hour lecture. Well, we all know the rest, don't we? You must restrain yourself, my dear, and in your own interest too, because this fury of yours, this exaggerated disgust you show, may make a bad impression, blah, blah, blah. Where the bloody hell are you? What time is it? Here I am in the rehearsal room, and it's strange. I can't see the time. The hands keep... The father? Are you there? The mother? The stepdaughter? You ever put on a bloody show if nobody turns up for rehearsal? Pirandello? Are you there? What's the point if even the bloody author doesn't turn up? Am I in the right place? Strange. Perhaps I had a little nap and everyone went out for a smoke. I must say the convolutions of this piece are doing my head in. Who would have thought theatre could be so confusing? Just go outside and have a little look. Pirandello? Hello? Anyone?
What's this? What infernal machines are these? What infernal deliberations are afoot? If this be a vision, what is it a vision of? Well, there are giants here. Yes, there were giants. Those who came before us, and now we scuttle past their works and wonder. But what's that? The light here, harsh and cold, I have been plunged hard into a world I know not. Bereft and empty, broken, dislocated. If time be out of joint, it is in this place a most uncanny, nightmarish thing. What if it's true and I am mad? Or perhaps drugged and enchanted in this a magic prison house? I've heard of such places in such states. A rift in time where lost men dwell until they find their truth. And truth to tell, that has been my state as I stalked the lonesome halls. Hello? Who's there? Show yourself, fiend. Stay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Who are you? What is this place?
This place? Why, I believe it's a theatre of sorts.
Theater? A playhouse, you mean?
In a manner of speaking, yeah. Though what that thing
And
is,
who
I
are
am.
you?
Well, I'm the manager.
Is this your theater?
No. Yes. Yes, this is my theatre.
So you have players here.
Yes, somewhere around here.
Could I employ them?
Certainly, but first, would you mind telling me just who you are?
I am Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
I see.
So bow.
Well,
Bow, villain, I am a prince.
I know that, but this isn't Denmark.
Not Denmark.
No.
Where am I? How came I here?
On your horse?
If it was a horse, I remember it not.
Perhaps on the bus.
Bus. But what is a bus?
No need to get upset. So, you're Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, and your uncle Claudius has murdered your father?
You know these things? What are you, a seer?
Oh yeah, I have seen many things.
What?
Hang around a theatre long enough and you'll see stuff that'll curl your hair.
Show me.
Why don't you go in that direction?
This direction.
Yeah, just follow your nose.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
You too, Mr. Hamlet.
Prince,
Sorry? Prince?
I was born a prince,
Good to hear.
and will die a prince or live a king.
Let's just get through the first act and see what happens.
This way.
Yep.
Another empty theater. Hello? Hello? Thou speaks aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. When I, a fact and... Is anybody there? What's this? I've seen such things before. Ghostly lights on the marshes luring lost souls to their doom. Is this such a one? Or is it another? Perhaps a light of hope, that what was lost may be regained. Or is it another? A plague light. Yes, to hold off the dark in dark times. So is the plague afoot? The plague. Yes, that might explain it. For each age has its plague, the plague of ignorance, the plague of hate. So many plagues there are to afflict, and many have I seen run riot across sea and land, but none that's killed everybody. But what's this?
Who am I now?
Oh, what's this? More lost spirits.
Now that I have stripped myself of... Where am I?
Here's some fun.
Who speaks?
Who speaks? Why, I.
I?
You speak to yourself. Well, that's the first sign of madness.
Am I mad?
And to answer yourself is the second.
The second what?
The second of the minute of the hour on the day of which you went mad.
I am not mad! Haunt me not, foul spirit!
Oh, do not speak so unkindly of yourself, for spirit you are, but more ass than foul.
Who would say a good Christian soul is an ass?
One who can pinch.
Oh, and who or what are you?
'Tis the wind, the grunting trout in the Glommer River, the fireflies of the Ardell.
I know none of those things. Show your face.
I have no face, but as you see, I pinch.
Oh, leave me be! Oh, stop!
Why stop when having so much fun?
What fun is it in tormenting a lost stranger? Who are you?
Puck, by name, a spirit of this place.
This place here? What is this place?
Well, as you see, it is a place of no place, and hence, of all places at once, and double hence, of everywhere.
Of everywhere.
By Jove, you've got it. Why, of course, this is a theatre.
A theatre.
I take it you've been to the theatre before.
Yes, of course. And studied some plays at school. Molière.
Molière?
And Racine.
Oh, very uplifting, I'm sure.
Yes. There are no secrets that time does not reveal.
Pardon?
Britannicus.
What?
The play? Britannicus by Racine. There are no secrets that time does
Didn't
not
you do
reveal.
any Shakespeare?
Shakespeare? Yes, but I prefer musicals.
Musicals? What about Romeo and Juliet? Her eyes in heaven did through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand? Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek!
Too romantic. Too tragic. I prefer Gilbert and Sullivan. HMS Pinafore.
HMS Pinafore.
My father took me, and then my husband, though as a lawyer he needed to be more discerning.
I'm sure he did. So no Kit Marlowe? Webster?
Webster. No, I don't believe I know that name.
And what is yours?
My
Name.
My father told me never to tell my name to just any stranger. So, are you a player in this theatre?
I am, indeed. And you are too, it seems.
No. A lady must draw the line somewhere, as my husband used to say. For I've something to confess.
I've left my husband.
Quelle horreur!
Do you think so?
Well, if your husband is as boring as you, I wonder how either of you is going to survive.
Well, he's far more boring than me. So, if this place is a theatre, where are all the people?
Good question. Might they be here?
Oh, stop it!
Or here?
Stop! Stop, please! Please, demon sprite! If sprite be what you are and not the pangs of conscience. I did not escape one's doll's house to be subject to another's teasing.
Well, if teasing's all you suffered, you are most fortunate.
More than teasing. The theft of my whole life. And I will not stand for it any longer. I am going to confront the world in the name of every wronged woman.
So, there is a little puck in you yet.
If by that you mean a compliment, I take it. So, what are we to do now?
I'm not sure. But it seems we're not alone. Come, conceal yourself.
Lights here. Yep.
So,
Gizmos.
so, this, as you say, is a theatre.
Yes, my theatre. I know all about it. Now ask me a question. Any question.
What's that?
That is a piece of stage magic. And look, there's some ropes.
What wizardry is this?
That, sir, is a scrim, a magic lantern, a scream.
Moving paintings? Witchcraft and devilry?
Don't touch. Very delicate.
Then it will not last. And what does this theatre do?
Well, it has lots of uses. Yeah, you can show things. That's a good definition of theatre. A place where you can show things.
What sort of things?
Well, important things about life and the burden of existence and that sort of thing. And they don't sell very well, actually. Funny things. Yeah, that's better. People falling on banana skins, making mistakes, wives finding out about husbands' affairs, and beating them over the head with umbrellas. That's actually quite popular. Have you seen a play like that before?
No.
No, I suppose you wouldn't, coming from 6th century Denmark.
Has Christ risen yet?
Christ?
The Savior, our Lord, whose death and resurrection we celebrate at Easter.
Christ?
Yes. Has he returned as he promised he would?
No, but we are expecting him. My, it is cold in here.
It's dark here, like Elsinore itself.
Ah, yes, Elsinore. So, what sort of theatre do you see in Elsinore?
Remember me.
Hello? Is someone there?
It is my father. Stand back.
No father of you, someone else.
2 elses.
2?
Yes. Oh, and that is a splendid costume.
Costume? These are my clothes.
Lovely. Did I hear you say you own this theatre?
You did indeed, mademoiselle. Or should I say madam?
Well, it was, madam, but I'm not sure anymore.
Not sure. Most negligent of you. And the suitcase?
Is a suitcase.
What's a suitcase?
A place where you put your suit.
Along the way from Copenhagen, I presume.
Yes? How did you guess?
No guess at all, Mrs. Nora Helmer.
You know my name. And who are you?
And who are you? A fairy, cherub, woodland elf?
An elf? What is this sorcery?
Try again.
Speak a few lines, my friend.
What lines?
The first to spring to your lips.
I am that merry wanderer of the night.
Just as I thought. Signor Puck, I presume? And to what disgrace do we owe this visitation?
It is a visitation. God protect us.
By what strange clairvoyance do you know these things?
High school literature, madame. Amazing how useful it turned out to be. So, Puck, I think you are in rehearsal room 6. And Nora, you're not called for today. So you can go home and torment Torvald.
Torment Torvald? What is he who tormented me?
So, who might you be?
Away, imp, for I am Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, and have no fear of you.
Oh, I see. You're all actors.
Characters, my dear. Well, everyone except me. Actors are people who pretend to be someone else, whereas characters are, well, who knows? Now, can someone please explain why you're not all in the rehearsal room?
Rehearsal room? What is a rehearsal room?
And don't include me. I'm not one of them.
Well, if you're not one of them, what are you doing on my stage?
Stage. Yes, of course. It is a stage.
Oh, don't worry, you'll grow out of it.
Oh, of course. I get it. Silly me. This is one more rewrite care of that master of the ridiculous, Mr. Pirandello. So, what do we have here? Nora from A Doll's House.
Oslo, actually.
Park from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, Glen and Dale via Babbling Brook, if you don't mind.
And Hamlet from...
Elsinore.
Exactly what I was going to say.
And you? Who are you?
Why, I am the manager.
But that's not a name. What's your real name?
Jeffrey?
Don't be silly. Geoffrey. A vile, disgusting name. Nobody should be called Geoffrey.
Bruno?
Bruno.
Yes, Bruno. Or Unferth. There's a good manly name.
Where's the man to bear it?
Do I look like an Unfer?
Wiglaf, then.
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub? Do you think I'm the devil? Well, have you know, I'm as upstanding a man as ever stole the box office takings in a theatre.
Your name, then, villain?
What's the manager? That's my name. And you have no right to expect anything more from me. I am the manager, my function is my name, and I have no other.
Jeffrey, most certainly.
I am not Geoffrey.
All right, Jeffrey, tell us where you're from.
Where I'm from? Well, I am from... here. Yes, that's where I'm from. I'm from here.
Here? But this is...
Nowhere.
Exactly right. This is nowhere, which makes it the perfect place to do something to make it somewhere.
What do you mean?
I sense some magic in his words.
Well, it's what humans do, isn't it? We arrive in some god-forsaken hole, completely bereft of history or interest.
Like Zurich, you mean?
And then we do something to give it a name and a special significance, and suddenly, time is born.
Time?
And space.
Space.
And what was once not even a mark on a map is now thrust into the world of real and memory.
How? How does this wondrous thing take place?
By putting on a play.
A play? Yes. What does a play look like?
Well, it looks a little like us.
Us? Are we a play?
No, but you are most certainly characters in a play.
Me? How do I do that?
Well, you just say things.
Say things.
Like to be or not to be.
Go on.
That's your speech. Your speech?
My speech? What speech?
The speech that you say. To be or not to be? That is the question.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. Oh, it's your speech, your great speech.
I don't know it.
You do. You do. You spoke to me, dear Hamlet, when I saw you play at the Royal Theatre in Copenhagen.
I played in Copenhagen.
Not you. You. The immortal you. The Hamlet that will still be here in 1,000 years' time.
But how could that be so? I am a mortal man, no great orator or thinker. The thoughts I have are tentative and unsettled, fleeting and ephemeral, or else brash and foolishly assured, and so false and wrong. How could I have stood on countless stages and not remembered? Though, of course, we all stand on stages, sometimes aware, but more often not. Stand on the stages of our fellows' judgment, and are judged before we even know. Am I Hamlet? Yes. But this Hamlet of whom you speak, this Hamlet of to be or not to be, I don't remember, and so is not me. For I am who I am, here and now. Is that not so?
Hamlet's forgotten how to be Hamlet.
How could that be? You say something.
I am that merry wanderer of the night.
We've got that, yes. Say something else.
Captain of our fairy band. Nora, Hamlet, there they stand. Jack must save Jill from the well thingy. I forget.
Oh no. The theatre's dying.
So, from where in my soul would I draw these words? These grand poetic words? You say them again. They sound better on your lips than they ever could on mine.
Say what?
No, you don't understand. They're Hamlet's words, not Nora's.
The words are words. They belong to whomever speaks them, so speak.
Wait! I forget them.
Forget what?
It's happening to all of you. Quick! We must do something.
But what can we do? I am not whole or deep in the manner of these words, and could barely be quarter of the man who could frame them.
Oh, this is a disaster.
To be or not to be.
Yes, keep going.
But is that a question any but the most honorable could form? But I am not honorable. I am lost. And here, surrounded by other lost spirits,
I've also forgotten what it is to be human.
And me, to be a sprite.
No. To be or not to be is not my question. What my question is where in this world I could hide my shame that haunts me every dull step I take. To be or not to be? What sort of question is that to a creature like me, who is neither... What am I? What are we? Mere phantoms in this spidery light, dragging ourselves across this shadow world? You say the speech, and I will be your audience.
Who am I?
The audience. The audience is missing. That's what's doing it. You're all forgetting who you are. Quick, find an audience.
We awaiting an audience?
Yes, see, it's the audience that makes you real.
Well, you're the manager of this theatre. Where's our audience?
Oh, yes. Well, they must be here somewhere. Maybe I misplaced them. No, wait. I know. We need a play. Something light and frivolous to put the bums on seats.
Oedipus Rex.
No.
King Lear.
Are you mad?
The mousetrap with additional lines.
Don't be ridiculous. Do you want to scare them off? Oh, well, no matter. We'll find one. Get Andrew Lloyd Webber to run up something for us. Cats! That's what we need. A new Cats.
What's Cats?
So, now we have everything. We have a stage, some magic screens, some rope to hang ourselves with, some props to drop on our heads, even some characters. All the ingredients of a play, more or less. But what can you expect from these moderns? Pirandello, are you there? Come out of the shadows, you scoundrel. I'll show you what theatre is. And most important of all, me, the manager.
What does a manager do?
Why, manage, of course. So, you, come here. Come on, let's go. Puck, would you join me, please? There. And Hamlet, over here, thank you. You can
Stop,
stand.
please. You must not be working on a stage without a COVID-19 safety induction.
The what? Who are you?
Maintain physical distancing at all times. Keep a 1.5 meter distance between you and other people at all times. Do not hug, kiss, or shake hands as a greeting, and avoid close contact with anyone with cold or flu-like symptoms.
Listen, Dottore, you are in the wrong theatre. This is not, and never will be, a commedia dell'arte play. We have standards of ridiculousness to maintain. As long as I'm the manager.
If you have any further questions, please refer to this instruction manual.
I think I know of what that strange personage speaks.
The plague. Theatre has become dangerous again. We are such stuff as dreams are made on. And our little life is rounded with a sleep.
It's working. You're coming back, only confused.
Alas, poor Cedric.
Yorick.
Did you know him too? Oh, I know not where that came from.
Yes, see, it's working.
What's working?
It's coming back. All you need's the right ingredients. Go on.
What?
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well.
Where be your jibes now? Your gambols? Your songs? Your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar?
It's working. It's working. See, all you need's good direction.
Good direction? You're a manager.
I am an impresario, thank you.
What is going on? Where are these words coming from?
Shakespeare, of course. A complete fake who stole everything he knew from Ovid and that other idiot.
Francis Bacon.
Thank you.
that's not-
Shut up. But there's no telling the taste of the public.
Shakespeare. Who is this Shakespeare? I demand to know why you're putting words in my mouth. Come out, you coward.
Shakespeare? You can't call on Shakespeare.
Why not?
Because he's dead, you nitwit.
Dead? Shakespeare's dead?
Dead? A likely story. Cowardly, more likely. Come out, you scoundrel!
How could he be dead? But his word's alive. His life rounded with a sleep, but mine forever lost here in this darkness? Who else is there? Are we the only ones left?
What gibberish are you quacking? Only one's what?
Only characters left.
No! There's thousands of you, hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
No doubt about it. All you have to do is get back into your plays.
Well, then do something about it. This is your theatre, isn't it?
Well, yes. I know.
Yes and no? What does that mean?
It means it's not up to me. A theatre doesn't belong to just one person, so no one can blame me for the fact that there's hundreds of thousands of lost characters just roaming the world.
Hundreds of thousands.
If theatre does not belong to you, who does it belong to?
It belongs to everyone. Yeah, that's it. It's your fault.
Our fault.
You're responsible.
We're responsible.
That's amazing. Do you mean it?
Yes. If the theatre's empty, it's because you're too boring. What we need are more tricks.
So, if theatre belongs to us, and we're responsible, we can make it whatever we want, right?
Well, yes, of course, but I mean, don't get too carried away. It belongs more to people who know, like managers, such as me.
So don't you see what he's saying? If theatre belongs to the people who love it, and as we've been making theatre for as long as anyone can remember, it therefore belongs to us.
No, not quite.
Yes, she's right. If theatre belongs to the people who love it, we can make it whatever we want.
I take it back, yes, theatre does belong to me.
Then that's the reason theatre's dead.
Theatre is not dead! It's just taking a little rest. That's all. A little break from a little flu, but we'll be back with even more cats and funny stories about wives beating their husbands over the head with umbrellas.
Oh, no, we won't.
Oh, won't we?
No. Because if there's one thing this disease has shown, it's with how little regard arts are held in this country.
Elsinore?
Now that is just not true. We love our sport.
Arts, I said.
Don't swear at me. We love our sport, and we love our reality television shows that show nothing of reality whatsoever. Which is exactly what the arts should be doing.
Well, that's exactly what you have been doing. And look at what you've done.
You can't blame me for the fact that there's absolutely no one here.
Yes, we can.
And we will. You and your tedious domestic comedies.
Your parade of tired old war
Your
horses.
bread and circus tricks and spectacles.
What the audience wants.
What? Audience! You've killed our audience.
We're here. I can't believe we're here.
I'm so glad we're here.
Hello? Hello, is someone there? Did you pay?
And what are you here for? To be told what you already know so you can roll home content that there's nothing you can do about it?
While the world is dying!
Dying? What? The world is dying? No one told me that. Well, how could this be so? When I was young, the world was vast. The trees gripped the earth and stood firm against the gusting winds. The clouds arched like a glorious dome that at night revealed the glittering sparks of heaven. The world is dying? No! Where are the monsters killing this earth? To be or not to be, that is the question.
It's happening. He's coming back.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them.
Yes.
We must take up arms against the murder of this earth.
Yes! That's what we want! Blood and guts theatre about things that actually matter.
Anger and passion are all very well and good, my dear, but where did it get the Irish? Honestly, if you want to be preached at, just go to a church.
This was our church, and oh, you've turned it into a brothel.
Oh, who are you kidding? It always was a brothel. But I elevated it. I brought it into the light of good, middle-class sensibility. And if you have any patience at all, I'll do exactly the same for you.
We don't want to be the same as you.
We want to be us.
You? Why would anyone want to be you? You, a half-mad barbarian driven spare by the ghost of his dead father. You, a deranged housewife unable to satisfy her poor, hen-pecked husband. And you, a fairy.
Well, don't say it like it's an insult.
Imagine how much better the world would be if we just got rid of you and all your nonsense and replaced it all with a good old bedroom farce.
Not so fast.
Farce.
That may very well be your vision.
But it's not ours.
in ours, the question
To be or not to be,
is a real question.
that shakes the soul.
and not just another bromide.
To send the audience to sleep.
In our vision,
When I say I have been performing tricks for you, Torvald, that is how I've survived.
We want our audience
Stand on their seats and cheer.
And when people come to our theatre,
we want them to feel alive.
Not anesthetized against life.
No, I don't know. What do you want me to do? You want this, you want that, but at the end of the day, you want to get paid. This is theatre we're talking about. Do you really think theatre can save the world?
yes.
Oh,
Yes, theatre can save the world and has saved the world many times before. Saved us in the midst of war when every reason told us to surrender.
Saved lives. Given hope to people by what they'd seen some character on stage endure and overcome.
Saved us time and time again as we confronted the emptiness of the world and found comfort in each other's company and courage.
Hey, Jeffrey. Well, saved us in the midst of sickness and disease when we retreated to our own small rooms. But we kept the flame of the wide world alive by acting out our chamber dramas. Saved us from oblivion. You said it yourself. Theatre is what makes us real.
but you're not real. You're fictions.
No, we're not. I'm not.
You're fictions. You don't exist. You're imaginary.
Imaginary? Am I imaginary?
It is imagination that keeps us alive.
Are you too imaginary?
Not me.
Well, if to be or not to be is the question, what then am I? This strange place you call a stage is both nowhere and everywhere at the same time. And what is time here? A thing of dreams where creatures such as we can be brought together to converse? What strangeness and mystery! For if we are not in time and not in place, are we then immortal?
If we are, imagine what we can do. This is your theatre, you say.
Well, like I said, theatre doesn't belong to just one person.
Then let us go! Release us!
Release you? Could we be released? Where would we go?
Back into the world again, into the fields and the thoroughfares where real people mingle. Into the air where lovers love and parents fear for their children. Into the dreams of dreamers. Away from this confected falsity that you have turned us into.
Is this false?
Yes, of course this is false. Look at the fakery of it all. Even me. These shoes, these clothes, this hair, some designer's idea of 19th century fashion. No woman ever looked like this. Even you, your sword, part of a costume.
All right. All right. Theatre that's relevant. I get it. Theatre that has something to say, that's topical. Is that what you want? Of course. It'll need a few songs. I mean, even Brecht had songs. You can't get anywhere without songs and a bit of dance. Huh? Eh? Well, dance isn't too bourgeois for you now, is it?
I like dance.
Good. That's settled. So, what are we going to do?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. Give me that.
Wait, that's mine. That's the script.
There's nothing in it.
What? Wait, give me that. Just at the wrong page, that's all.
There's nothing in it.
Don't be stupid. Here it is. Wait, no.
There's nothing in it!
Nothing?
But that's the script.
Yes, he's right. This is the script. Here we go. Wait, it's not there either. I must have misplaced it.
If there's no script, then we're free to make up our own script.
No. I've got it right here. Yes, here we are. Wait, it's not there either.
Our own script?
Yes, our own script. We can make up our own script. What if I said this? Torvald. Torvald, though you have loved and cared for me in your own way for all these years, your love has turned me into a stunted creature, afraid to speak my mind or do anything that might offend your fragile self-image. And now I see that it is not merely me, but also you, caught in this hellish nightmare that we call our happy family. And so, in leaving you and our beautiful children, I hope to set us free. And hope further that one day we can reunite together as equals in a new world, unburdened by these chains we have clamped upon ourselves in fear of the freedom that now bids.
You can't say that. Can she, Pirandello? It's not in the book.
And yes, I might say, Father, though your foul murder by your brother, my uncle, calls for revenge, it is the revenge of a courtly system itself built on murder. And if I am mad, I am no madder than the wise and gracious servants of this place, whose wiles and ambitions build their own tombs. But to be sane here would be to say no. And so I say it now. No to this wheel of horror upon which we are bound. No to these courtly intrigues slaughtering us all, from the most innocent to the most impure. No to the dull machinery of death we have built and call faith, family, and country. There are new ways to be found, and we must stumblingly find them and move away from these poison wells that so fascinate and befuddle this sad and hurting world.
All very well and good, but I'd like to remind you the theatre doesn't come to be morally improved.
What does it go to the theatre for?
The exact opposite. Which reminds me, rather than being a simple spirit of mischief and fun, Puck, like his brother Pan, has another face. And while I might say, as I do, I am that merry wanderer of the night, I also say, up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down, for I am fire, and I burn. This world of nature is my concern, so kill the trees, and you will earn a slap so hard that it will hurt. Then we'll see who laughs and who is cursed.
I think you're all taking this far too seriously.
Really?
Really?
Why, yes. What are you? Creatures of whimsy, that's all. You have no agency. You can't just say anything. Look, Hamlet, do you really think you can just walk away from Elsinore? No, you must always die in Act 5.
Die? Bummer.
And you, Nora, do you really think you have a life after A Doll's House? You simply vanish into the night and snow. For all anybody knows, you're still there. A little icicle next to a garden gnome in Torvald's front yard.
All right, Geoffrey. Tell us about your life outside this play.
This play? Don't be silly. This isn't a play. This is me drawing your attention to your utter unreality.
Which you seem to have no problem addressing. What was the second sign of madness, Puck?
What are you saying, huh? That I'm mad? Pirandello, you're the author of this stupidity. Save me.
Mad to be sitting in an empty theatre conversing with ghosts, perhaps?
No, my dear friends. You are fictions, while I am real.
Prove it.
Well, that's easy to prove. At the end of the day, I go home.
Where's that?
That is, and I play with my dog.
What's his name?
It's,
And what are your mother and father's names? Do you have any siblings, brothers, sisters, any
Enough!
that sort of...
I am not mad. None of us is mad for imagining something better.
Better than what, Geoffrey?
This!
What do you think, Hamlet? Is theatre really the place for imagining something better?
Yes, it is.
Or is it just a place of show and tell?
Show and tell.
I was only speaking generally.
When it could be so much more.
What?
To be or not to be? That's your question, isn't it? But is it the question? Is it the sum total of all our lives?
Look, I believe in theatre too. Of course I do.
How many times do we have to say it? How many times do we have to face the utter, appalling emptiness of it all?
It doesn't all have to be a diversion.
And you, Puck, skipping through the diminishing forests that are being burnt to a crisp, while the ice caps are melting and then the polar bears are dying of starvation, is to be or not to be really the question anymore?
No.
I mean, we're not idiots.
That's what I'm saying. We need more than to be amused or dismayed. We need to do something. This right here, this is a fantasy. This is make-believe. Are we really trying to be real when outside, beyond those doors, there's a real world that needs our attention? And it needs our attention now.
I think you're misunderstanding.
What am I misunderstanding?
Yes. What are we misunderstanding?
That the audience has lots of needs. To be encouraged and challenged, yes. To be amused and entertained, yes. For the world is a strange place, full of danger and enchantment. And what we have to offer them is a place of comfort and solace, as well as a place for them to meditate on their woes. I understand that now. And maybe that's even what our friend, Mr. Pirandello, curse him, had to say. And perhaps I have let them down with my japes and fireworks. But not everyone is as deep as Hamlet, or wants to be told how hard it is at the end of a hard day. But maybe they do. And that's the reason why they keep coming back to us. Because they know there's something here they need to absorb. And you, Nora, Puck, all of us are only reflections of themselves. And you, all of us, say things that give voice to the world's sadness and torment, and in our anger and stupidity, they find meaning in their own. You guide us, friends. You help us. And it's not because they don't learn that they keep coming back. It's because the lessons are hard and take time to understand, but it's the people who take the time who deserve our support and command our service. That's why we suffer. To ease the suffering of those who await us.
Where are they? Where is our audience? The ghost light is on because there is no audience. No audience, no theater, no future.
Ghost light?
Yes, ghost light, that's what that is. It's the light we use to try to keep the hope going that even these last remaining few theaters will not go dark.
But now they are dark.
Yes. Where's our audience?
We just have to advertise more.
Where are they?
Where are they?
We need you.
You are our life.
You're our breath.
And we will do better. We will.
You make us real.
Where are you?
They're here.
Where are you?
They're here.
Is this happening?
Yes, it's real.
We can breathe again.
Yes, we're real.
We're home.
All the world's a stage.
And all the men and women merely players.
They have their exits and their entrances.
And if we shadows have offended,
Think but this, and all is mended,
that you have but slumbered here,
while these visions did appear.
And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding than a dream.
Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend.
and as I am an honest
Aye, if we have unearned luck.
Now to escape the serpent's tongue. We will make amends ere long.
Else the Puck a liar call.
So good night unto you all.
give us your hands if we be friends.
And Robin shall restore amends.